Have you ever wondered how your thoughts can actually shape your reality? How the way you think and feel can directly influence your physical and emotional health? In today's video, we're going to dive into the fascinating ideas of one of the most renowned neuroscientists and authors of our time, Dr. Joe Dispenza. He teaches us how the power of thought, combined with specific practices, can transform not just the mind, but the body and life as a whole. Dr. Joe Dispenza is a world-renowned neuroscientist, chiropractor, author, and speaker. He is dedicated to studying the connection between the mind and body and how we can use the power of thought to influence our biology. His teachings are based on concepts like neuroplasticity, epigenetics, and the practice of meditation, creating a unique approach to well-being and healing. Dr. Joe Dispenza proposes a fascinating and powerful view of how our thoughts shape the reality we live in. He argues that what we think directly affects how we feel, and those feelings, in turn, influence how our body responds to the world around us. This mind-body connection suggests that we are not mere spectators of our lives, but active creators of our reality. Every thought generates a chemical reaction in the brain, which can either boost our well-being or trigger states of stress and discomfort. Thus, by becoming aware of our thought patterns, we can begin to transform them, positively influencing our body and health. Dispenza goes further by exploring neuroplasticity, a concept that revolutionizes how we understand the brain. Neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. This means that our brains are not rigid and unchangeable structures, but are instead malleable and constantly adapting. According to Dispenza, by adopting new thought patterns and repeating them regularly, we can literally reprogram our brains, creating new neural pathways that support new behaviors and ways of being. This process not only improves our mental and emotional health, but also has the potential to change the way we live and interact with the world. By understanding that the brain can be reprogrammed, we open up a world of possibilities for self-development. Every repeated and reinforced thought creates new connections, solidifying new habits and behaviors that can lead to a more satisfying and fulfilling life. This means that by committing to positive and constructive thoughts, we are, in fact, sculpting a new brain more aligned with our goals and desires. This idea is incredibly empowering because it suggests that we are not stuck in our old thought and behavior patterns. We can change, grow, and develop in ways we once thought impossible. The key, according to Dispenza, is consistency and awareness in how we use our minds, because it is through conscious thinking that we shape the reality we live in. Dr. Joe Dispenza delves deeply into the concept of how the mind can influence human biology, especially through the practices of meditation and visualization. He believes that the mind has an extraordinary power to access the subconscious, where the patterns that govern our behaviors, emotions, and even our physical health are stored. Meditation, according to Dispenza, is a crucial tool for accessing these deep levels of the mind and promoting significant changes. When we meditate, we create a state of calm and introspection that allows us to go beyond the automatic and reactive thoughts that often dominate us. It is in this state that we can begin to reprogram our brains, replacing old and limiting patterns with new and more beneficial ones. Visualization, on the other hand, is a practice that further enhances this process. Dispenza teaches that by visualizing positively, we can powerfully influence the subconscious. When we visualize a particular situation or outcome, our brain does not distinguish between the real and imagined experience. It responds the same way. This means that by regularly visualizing what we desire, whether it be health, success, or inner peace, we are actually creating new neural connections that reinforce these realities. The constant practice of visualization, combined with meditation, allows us not just to dream, but to begin materializing these visions in our lives. The role of emotions in this process is equally vital. Dispenza emphasizes that our emotions are a form of energy that can directly influence our biology. Negative emotions, such as fear, anger, and chronic stress, have the power to alter our body's chemistry in harmful ways, weakening the immune system and contributing to the development of diseases. On the other hand, positive emotions, such as gratitude, love, and joy, have a healing effect. They improve the body's chemistry, strengthen the immune system, and promote an overall state of well-being. This leads us to understand that by consciously cultivating positive emotions, we are not only improving our emotional state, but also our physical health. Dispenza suggests that the key to a healthy and fulfilled life lies in mastering emotions and using them to our advantage. By consciously choosing to focus on positive emotions and regularly practicing meditation and visualization, we can transform our biology from the inside out. This process is not something that happens overnight. It requires practice, patience, and commitment. However, the results can be profound, leading not only to improved health and well-being, but also to a more fulfilled and satisfying life. Ultimately, Dispenza's ideas invite us to take an active role in creating our reality. By understanding and applying these concepts, we can overcome the limiting patterns that hold us back and open the doors to unlimited human potential. This holistic approach shows us that to achieve true transformation and healing, we must integrate mind, body, and emotions into a single flow of positive and creative energy. The conclusion of the ideas presented by Dr. Joe Dispenza leads us to a deep reflection on the active role we can play in creating our reality and transforming our lives. His approaches to the power of the mind, neuroplasticity, epigenetics, and the impact of emotions offer us a new perspective on how we can shape our health and well-being. By understanding that our thoughts and emotions are not mere passive reflections of the world around us, but powerful forces that can alter our biology and, by extension, our experiences, we are invited to take responsibility for our own evolution. The practice of meditation and visualization, as taught by Dispenza, becomes more than just a relaxation technique. It is a path to accessing the subconscious and reprogramming the mental patterns that govern our lives. By cultivating positive thoughts and elevated emotions, we not only improve our physical health, but also open doors to new possibilities, allowing us to live a life more aligned with our true desires and purposes. In short, Dispenza's work reminds us that the true power of transformation resides within us. Through mental and emotional discipline, we can transcend the limitations imposed by old patterns and beliefs, creating a future that reflects our highest potential. This journey of self-discovery and growth is continuous, requiring practice and dedication, but the rewards, a life of health, success, and fulfillment, are priceless. It is a call for all of us to become conscious co-creators of our reality, using the mind and heart as guides to a full and meaningful life.